There are countless different kinds of animals on Earth. Some, including hamsters, are enjoyable to have as pets. For most people, a cat or a dog would make the ideal pet. You can easily turn it around and claim it can go from traditional breeds to more unique ones like bearded dragons. They are fantastic creatures. Since bearded dragons may sound threatening, people usually think they're unpopular, but they are actually very common. Here are 10 things that you probably didn't know about bearded dragons, and why you might consider adding one to your home and life. Before moving on, be sure to watch until our #1 pick, because that one is quite amazing. Before we go any further, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click that bell icon so you can be updated anytime we post a new video. Now, the top 10 facts about bearded dragons, number 10. For a reason, they're called bearded. The pouch-like skin folds, guttural pouch, under their necks, which are covered in spiny projections and resemble a man's beard. They flatten their bodies, puff out their beards, and open their mouths to make themselves appear larger when they are threatened. Males' beards are usually darker than females', particularly during breeding season and courtship. But both genders' beards turn jet black when the animals are nervous, making it easy to see when they're upset. Number 9. They cannot be imported. Bearded dragons can be found throughout Australia in the wild. They prefer humid, arid habitats such as deserts, subtropical woodlands, savannas, and scrublands. There are almost no Australian beardies in captivity anywhere in the world. Animal export laws in Australia are among the strictest in the world. Australia banned the sale of wild bearded dragons in the 1960s. This is one of the key reasons why you see so many morphs. Almost all bearded dragons in captivities in the United States and Europe were bred as pets. This is why they make excellent pets. A wild beardie will be very difficult to care for and unlikely to be docile. A beardie that has been bred in captivity is a much better pet. Before moving on, click the subscribe button. Subscribe, because it's free! Number 8. Unique behaviors. Much like us, the bearded dragons wave when they see someone they know. This wave is intended to express passivity or submission in the presence of a bigger, more dominant dragon. Many bearded dragon owners mention their bearded dragons waving to them. There are a lot of videos online that catch this adorable action. Bearded dragons, in addition to waving, have quite a few other curious habits. For example, a fast Google search would display a lot of pictures of bearded dragons in their vivariums as if they were sunbathing on the beach, waiting for the photo to be taken. However, the bearded dragon's signature expression is the head bob. Both males and females do this, typically during the mating season, although the action is thought to be used as a sign of superiority between males vying for mates or territories. Number 7. They need light, heat, and moisture. Supplying enough ultraviolet UV light during the day can help ensure that beards can make vitamin D in their skin, enabling them to consume both calcium and phosphorus from their food. This is important for proper bone development, muscle contraction, and many of the normal metabolic processes of the body. Without sufficient UV light, dragons will drain calcium from their bones, which will then become brittle and easily shattered. They may also have muscle tremor from weak muscle contraction. Their organs will fail, and finally, they will die. Beardies also require enough moisture to keep their skin hydrated and shed properly. It is usually necessary to mist or soak them every day, as well as to provide an open water bowl for them to crawl into. Without enough moisture, the skin is often shed, particularly over the toes and around the eyes. Retained skin can interfere with their ability to see and can constrict the ends of their fingers. Number 6. Beardies are quite friendly. Beardies understand and respond to the voices and touch of their owners and are typically even-tempered. It might be perfect pets for someone who wants a reptile who likes to be hugged and taken out of his cage. They are generally easy to manage if you support their large, flat bodies from below and encourage them to walk from hand to hand as they pass. Dragons may also be handled by children as long as children are supervised by adults. Just like Kim's daughter. Reality TV star Kim Kardashian adopted a bearded dragon, and she shared her latest pet on Instagram, with her daughter North carrying a reptile. But some have criticized her for dressing the animal in garments. In this post, the reptile is being treated by Kardashian's daughter. and she is seen dressed in a white furry top with a hood and a jewel between her eyes. Oops! I know, weird, right? One important thing for you all is anyone who treats a dragon must wash up afterwards, as all reptiles bear salmonella bacteria. Number 5. No specific mating season. Bearded dragons don't have a breeding season when you talk about eggs, morphs, and breeders. Not in captivity, at least. Breeders can breed them all year long, and they will actively breed as long as they are not in brumation. This is not true in the wild, however. In the wild, the mating season is decided by the changing weather. Wait, we are going. We have more to tell you. Wait till number 1 is coming. That's quite interesting. Number 4. They lay eggs. A clutch of bearded dragon eggs can contain up to 20 to 25 eggs. An average of 15 to 18 hatchlings can be produced per litter. This is what happens when all of the head bobbing and mating rituals pay off. A pregnant beardie will seek out a suitable place, dig a pit, and lay her eggs. After that, she'll care for them before they hatch. Number 3. They can run. Bearded dragons are often peaceful and sedentary, and they spend much of their time sunbathing, which they call basking in their world. They are, however, deceptively fast, capable of reaching speeds of up to 9 miles per hour. They're also one of the best lizards to train to walk on a leash, so a stroll around your neighborhood park isn't out of the question. You'll only have to keep up if your bearded dragon sees any food in the distance and escapes. Hey, you can see the subscribe button on the right side below. Click it. Number 2. They can sleep standing up. You heard it right. Bearded dragons will sometimes sleep standing up on their hind legs, which must be seen to be believed. They'll usually be leaning against something, like the vivarium's corner or the vegetation within it. But it's a curious sight. Hammocks can be purchased for your bearded dragon's vivarium, where they can sleep for a more relaxed and human-like night's rest. Number 1. They can change color. Hey, you are a legend if you made it to our number 1. One pick? So drop a like. Along with their beards turning black, bearded dragons can also change the color of the rest of their skin. This isn't as simple as a reptile as a chameleon, but the phenomenon might still be a surprise to the owners. Since the bearded dragons have shed their skin during their lifespan, it is possible for the newly exposed skin to have a different hue. Bearded dragons can also change color when they adapt to various temperatures. Bearded dragons turn their scales darker to absorb more heat when they're cold, and when they're hot, their scales turn lighter to reflect heat and protect them from excessive heat. The potential color changes of the bearded dragon are determined by their breed, but bearded dragons can indeed be found in a variety of oranges, yellows, browns, and greens. That's the end of our list of the top 10 facts about bearded dragons. Bearded dragons are extremely fascinating, unique animals, and make excellent pets, even for people who would never have considered reptile housing. If you enjoyed the video, then give it a thumbs up and ring the notification button for our latest video updates. Is there anything you want to share with us? We would love to hear your feedback. Thank you for watching it.